go. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello. Oh my god.
We have the worst conversations off screen.
Or the best.
You decide. No one knows what they are. That's the point.
Just comment good or bad. We'll make a tally.
Okay.
Or also, there's a secret third option. If you know it, comment it. I know what it is.
Ugly?
No.
Oh, it's just the good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's supposed to be a secret. That's why I said if you know the secret third one.
Sorry.
You ruined everything.
I'm sorry!
God!
God!
Do you smell bacon?
No.
Sorry. I know I'm delicious, but still.
I'm gonna say, I burnt my thumb pretty good. That probably smelled like bacon the other day.
He's right. It's very,
like a
very...
ham or a bacon smell.
cooking.
Okay, I can kind of smell something. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as bacon,
It's
but...
definitely meat of some description.
It is a meat, probably pork product.
Maybe.
Made it.
Ooh, that reminds me. You guys need to live near Tim Hortons.
I'm sorry, what?
You guys live near Tim Hortons.
We
do.
do.
We could also go to the Arby's.
Again? Where were you guys going the other day, by the way?
Arby's.
Yeah.
Arby's?
Yeah.
Arby's.
Yeah.
I love your scoff.
Not a fan of Arby's.
Well, then we don't have to go. We can go to Harvey's.
Arby's is... I'm not a big
Or we
fan
can...
of, like...
Oh, fuck no!
Bye-bye.
And now we've seen them all.
So the only one that actually cares he's dying is Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just like, bye-bye.
Oh my god, how did that even happen? No.
I don't know, but it was
I'm gonna
hilarious.
say, or we could go to the Tim Hortons. That's all good and fine and dandy too.
But I can't eat like half of Tim Hortons stuff.
Okay. You can eat bagels.
But it's
And soup.
I can't eat half their soups.
There's enough that you can't have.
If it's the day that
No.
they're doing it.
Those look like boobs.
If they're doing minestrone
What looks
and
like
chicken,
boobs?
The
then...
bubbles on the bottom part of the spring.
Yes, I can see that.
I was thinking boobs or balls, but boobs
Or
are
like
better.
a butt, like bending over really far.
No.
I don't even know where you people are looking.
The bottom of the spring.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
They look like boobs.
It's a little bubble butt.
Ah! Butt!
I have a bubble butt. Those are boobs. Literally, that was my nickname all growing up. It was terrible.
Aw.
Yeah.
I feel bad for laughing now.
No, it's fine. I went from bubble butt to duck butt.
What?
Because I used to, I guess, waddle when I walked. I don't fucking know.
Where-
And then
Ah,
for
no!
like a month, I was scabby ass.
Scabby
Because
ass?
I cut myself
Oh.
on the edge of a dresser
Oh.
unintentionally.
Oh.
Like, yeah, that last bit of unintentionally was the very important
Yeah,
part.
well, I went to go
And
put
you
the-
waited for that last. Miss
I was-
complains at me about 2-year-olds.
I was setting up for dramatic flair.
Okay.
But no, I was going to go pet the cat, and I didn't realize that the drawer was open, and so I bent over, and next thing I'm like, Mom, help! I think I'm bleeding. Well, I was like, I
You don't need to censor yourself.
But oh no, that's what I did. That's what I mean. Like, I'm quoting myself. So I was like, Mom, I think I'm bleeding, and she's like, where? I'm like, on my butt. She's like, why? I'm like, because I cut myself. Where?
On the
Like,
butt?
I'm like on the cheek, on the corner of the dresser, and she's like, how? She's very confused. I'm like, well, I didn't know it was drawer was open, and I went to go pet the cat. She's like, well, let me see. I'm like,
Extreme
no.
cat petting.
And I'm like, no. She's like, let me see. I'm like, no. She's like, all right, you want help or not? I'm like, all right, fine. So she, I guess, checked it out, and yeah, there was like a little.
Take the shot first next time.
Yes.
Because all this does is make an additional time you have to risk that jump.
Yeah. So I was like, and then she thought it was hilarious that I had cut my butt cheek, and for like a month I was scabby ass.
Oh my Christ.
Fun times at my house. Then, for a while, she thought it was hilarious that she would call me Pheonix. Because I'm native.
Pheonix?
Yeah, I was native in my blood, and she's like, you're the whitest native I've ever seen. Oh my god, Pheonix! And then that was just like my nickname then too. And I was like, you done?
Oh my god.
But yeah, I was J-Lo booty for a while.
I have to say, like, a lot of these
Not fun.
nicknames are centered around your butt,
Because I've always had a big butt.
but
And you cannot lie.
I don't want to say this like coming off as like bad or anything, but I've never noticed your butt being particularly.
That's because I specifically hide it with big shirts and big sweaters. Because there's so much attention been put on my body at a young age. It sounds bad, but I mean jokingly, that I'm embarrassed. I'm just like, I'm hiding everything.
Okay.
It's the same thing in the first, I guess, time my mom noticed I had developed in the chest area. She's like, holy shit, like how big you are. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you just grew into those things overnight. I was like, Mom, stop, no.
I don't know. When I was bra shopping with my mom said my boobs were saggy, and I'm like, thanks, Mom.
No, this is when I just got mine. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
So
no,
she just like, I came down the stairs from just waking up over the weekend, and she's like, oh, look, you have boobs. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, oh, yay, thanks. So,
I love how they haven't brought up the evil Bayrogs yet.
Bayrog?
Baylog?
He said Bayrog. They're Bayrogs now.
Well, yeah, they're evil.
So they're Bayrogs?
Yeah, they're Bayrog.
The Baywogs?
Baywog. Just gonna keep
What do
saying
you
it.
mean?
That one looked like it
progressively
went up his
worse
butt.
What do you mean they haven't brought it up
They
yet?
haven't, like, these guys haven't talked about it yet.
Oh, okay.
and worse. That's just health up there. You don't need it. You don't need it.
I need it! You get that reference?
Yes, I got that reference.
It's
Yay.
SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
She needed it!
Ha ha! Okay.
What
Fuck is that thing?
That's a fan.
Or electricity.
No, that's a fan. That's one of the weird things they have put in front of fans. Which means that someone who was
Well,
going
there's
down.
only one way to win this argument. We gotta touch it.
Yep.
And subsequently
With our
die.
dicks.
With our dicks.
I think
No.
you'll win. Maybe. Maybe I got a 12-footer, you don't know.
You have a 12. What?
Maybe I have a 12-footer. That's what I'm saying.
I love how it's feet, not inches.
You assumed it was feet, not inches.
You said
You said 12-footer.
Could be in inches. 12-footer is the way to determine the it's like the fuck ton is an actual increment of weight. But people didn't know that.
Yeah, but 12 feet is a...
Why?
Oh, look, it's down there.
Okay, it's
Right there.
Yeah, you gotta get Mr.
Okay.
Drifty.
Mr. Drifty.
He makes good cookies.
That's Mr. Christie.
I know, I'm making a bad joke.
I'll say.
Let
That
me
joke
have
is-
this.
That joke is bad and you should feel bad.
Boop.
Are you implying that I'm our Zoidberg?
I'm not saying you're not. If that makes any sense.
None at all.
Good.
Okay.
That was my point.
Oh, I have to get over there,
yeah,
don't
it
I?
does
No,
also,
you gotta-
it also
no, you gotta
does.
go down.
It's double negative.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Swap to the key. Put the shield down. There you go. Hey, look, more stuff you can drown in. Wait. 2 levels ago, wasn't this shit like weird, like texture missing patterns?
Because it's now not texture missing anywhere else. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be really that, like, it isn't supposed to be a candy land. It doesn't really look that inviting.
Yeah.
See, it's a fan.
Okay, fine, you win.
Ha! Come here.
You gotta get
Okay.
Balak up there to turn it off.
Yeah.
Don't stir me.
The stupid sword being part of his hitbox.
Okay, calm down, Isaac.
Oh my god, you remember that,
Are you,
Crit?
are you
Or,
angry? Yes, of course I do.
You remember that, Pheonix? Yeah, no, the reason that he couldn't fit through the thing.
You were gonna use my real name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Which technically, funny enough, is Pheonix at this point. It is my real name.
Yes.
Honestly. Pardon me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Whew.
But, no,
What's
his
up here?
sword is part of his hitbox. I would have laughed. Is that a button?
There's a button. That's a bomb.
What's a button?
I think there's a button in the fan.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't think so. Well, you can try
No.
to hit it. It might just turn on the fan.
No, I don't think it's a button. I meant the keyhole. I said button, but I meant keyhole.
Oh, there was.
sexual.
There, get Olaf. See if you can, like, press that red part.
Why?
I was curious. Okay.
You know, you can't even, like, get up there.
I was. It didn't hurt to check.
Okay, it's fine. Ah, fuck. How do I...
Eric, jump off the shield. He looks like a bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Bad Santa. Oh boy.
Seriously, why don't you get on that little ledge?
What little edge?
The one to the left?
Because I'm so afraid of those spikes.
What are you gonna do? Walk into the side of them
Yes.
like I did?
Yes.
Well, good luck getting that key. It's a very precise jump you gotta do.
Just go back.
There you go.
So precise. Much wow.
So precise. Much wow.
Did you guys know that there's Doge is now on Smite?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Scotty, she's got a wolf companion. He becomes Doge.
Okay, so now I gotta like hop over, right?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted you to hit the ceiling and fall.
I
so
know
could
you
laugh.
did. I know you did, but I didn't.
I don't
so-
mean to wish ill upon you, but I
Yes,
do.
you do. Don't even. Like Isaac.
I think you
What
gotta
the
get that.
fuck is that thing?
A brick you gotta push down for the switch.
The Nintendo Switch?
What switch?
There's a switch down below there. Olaf's near it right now. Or down one more level. Just float up.
Up or down?
Up!
Too late.
So you gotta land on that big switch, the gray thing.
That's it.
Oh, okay, the Mario pipe.
It's a switch, but okay, sure. It can be a Mario pipe if you really want.
I do really want. Fuck.
Well, you're boned.
Oh, yeah, because he can't jump.
Yep. Which means that at best he gets crushed when you push the brick down.
No. No, I came so far. I did so much.
But in the end, it didn't even matter.
Ah.
Did this happen to me? Made my mistakes.
Different song.
I don't care.
No.
You're gonna crush him?
Yeah, he might survive.
He's not gonna say.
Oh. You gotta watch it happen.
Yep. Alright, so you wanna hit L as soon as you push this off? L. Because I wanna see him die.
Yeah.
L.
Oh.
There he goes.
Wow. You know what? I will say that was spectacular. Just no.
He had it, and then as soon as he moved, it's like, fuck.
He knew. It was,
Oh my god. Isaac's just giggling.
Because you were done the minute he fell in that hole, and you knew
Stupid
it.
hole.
that's
Fucking
what she
hole.
said.
Stupid fucking hole.
Oh, shit. I enjoy failure.
You enjoy other failure. Like, not your own failure.
Oh, no, I enjoy my own failure sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah. Like spectacular.
Yeah, like when it's worth it.
What was it that you did that was really, really dumb?
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, like last stream or last record sesh. You did something really dumb,
Yeah.
and we were all like laughing because it was so dumb.
I think it was in Threads of Fate.
Yeah, I think it was too. But it was.
I think I like
really
walked
dumb.
right off a cliff. I was just like, nope, done. I don't remember. No.
Oh, fuck.
It was I turned into the fungus guy and used the attack button and just fucking pirouette dove into the hole. Well, that's more. Or there were just many things that happened.
That's a fun game.
Yes, oh, it's Thor.
Oh, remember, he's mad at us.
I enjoy Threads of Fate. It's good.
I like it too.
I'm enjoying it, even if most of it is just laughing at how terrible the game is in some points.
Yeah, you're the one dealing with the clunky controls.
I am the one dealing with the clunky controls.
Yeah, I'll have to when we play Minsplit too.
Yeah.
If we get there.
If we
Show
do-
your support. Like,
If
comment,
we do.
subscribe.
Yes.
Mostly just watch.
No. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, okay, subscribe. I'll take
And
subscribe.
like and comment.
But liking and comment doesn't do anything.
anymore.
Does a lot more than you think it does.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, Isaac says this because he watched a big video about the algorithm and how liking, commenting, and subscribing used to be like the main thing that YouTube would take into account.
So,
Fuck!
Okay, so then why is it that every single person that I watch still says it, and still says it means a lot because of the fucking bullshit that YouTube is going through right now?
Reason
It helps.
Reason A is either they're just used to it. Reason B is that they don't know.
The one person that I watch knows his shit, and he always says it. He says it helps a lot more than we think it does.
It doesn't do anything.
Well, that's your
The
opinion.
the extent of what it could potentially do is if you like and comment and you have one of your other accounts linked, like Google Plus or Facebook, then on occasion it automatically shares to those two sources. Other than liking and commenting does nothing for YouTube itself.
Again, your opinion. I'm going to choose to disagree with you. So.
It's not. It's backed by fact, though. It doesn't
Facts
make.
that I don't know. You're telling me I've never seen them myself, so I don't know if your facts are correct. Therefore, until I've read them myself, I'm choosing to disbelieve you.
You're not going to read the engineering document.
Anyway, it doesn't... Isaac, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Either way, I could do my own research if I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's exactly how people learn.
Yeah.
And I would rather refrain from like really saying, yes, you're absolutely right, until I read it myself.
Okay.
Which is fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's completely fair.
And I'm fine with that, but the argument of somebody else, if they do not actually know, believe it to be one way or another, but they are actually wrong.
Well,
Whether you're wrong or not is you,
Yeah, I
because
know.
you don't know, you're choosing not to look at the information.
well, I
They-
don't have time right now.
Yeah, them as...
It's not that she's not choosing, it's
Sorry.
that she's not choosing to agree with you until she has seen...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not really making any statement one way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm not believing either side until I read it myself.
Yeah.
So, it's much better. This goes for anything. It's much better for
Yeah.
people to do their own research on things that they don't know and make their own decisions rather
So-
than just go by.
I
people that
actually saw a post on Facebook not that long ago where it was taken like from like a Tumblr or whatever, but it's like
Tumblr.
you can say I don't have an opinion on this topic of conversation because I am not well informed enough
Yeah.
to form one, and that's perfectly fine
That's
to
what I
say. You don't have to have an opinion. You can just say I don't
Yeah.
know enough
And if
about
you're
this.
going to have an opinion one way or the other, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Just don't snap at someone who has an opposing opinion.
I was snapping.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
you are. I'm talking to the viewers.
Yeah.
Don't say people are wrong just because they disagree with
Fuck.
I was gonna say, that was the worst person to bring with that, but eat that radish.
you. They at least hear them out.
Yeah.
And if you still don't have any interest in finding out what their point of view is from, then just be like, well, that's fine, I disagree, but we can still be buddies, and off you go.
Yeah.
If what they're saying is getting you curious, then do your own research. Form your own opinions, rather than just blindly following media or your favorite social, like people you follow on Twitter or
Drift
YouTube,
No,
like...
no, down.
Down.
Yeah, you drift down to the right there.
Okay.
That's where the key is.
I'm very much...
Thank you.
I would rather talk to someone who has a different view of me, but has reasons why that's how they feel,
Yeah.
rather than someone who has a different view than I do and has nothing to back it up other than it's because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, that's fine, you can feel that way. I'm not saying you can't. It's just, we can't have a conversation at this point because you're not willing to listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
And I can't handle people like that.
And I was going to just bring up, concerning the comment thing, is that you are right. There's points of argument that I'm not considering that I'm going to say now because I realized it, is that it doesn't help anything YouTube-wise. Algorithm that YouTube ignores it. They just still have them because it's a form of direct feedback at this point. But it could be good on the individual level. Like, it could just be that it helps them, like, wake up in the morning, or whatever the case may be. Like, it could be a personal or psychological reason, which I wasn't technically considering when I was making my argument that
Well,
it technically does nothing.
The issues that he has said, or the person that I'm referring to,
Yeah.
and I only watched one of their most recent videos. I have never looked into it,
Yeah.
So there could be a different reason.
Yeah.
But the comment they make is that, share, like, and comment. Are you stuck?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Share, like, and comment. Well, it's specifically like,
Yeah.
because the demonetization that's happening on YouTube makes it very hard for that person's content to stay on YouTube, because what he does is the kind of thing that YouTube right now is like, it's not family friendly, oh my god, fucking, lynch it, essentially.
Yeah.
And if you like and you subscribe, it helps keep his content on YouTube, essentially. Again,
Yeah. I can't say that one way or another to back that up one way or the other. It sounds like that's his belief more than fact.
but you don't know, and neither do I.
And again,
So saying shit like that kind of makes you sound like a douche.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sorry, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're kind of just dismissing that. It sounds like it. Like I'm not
putting him down there.
I fully believe that's not what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. I
Damn
hope
it.
you didn't need that.
I do too.
For what?
I don't know.
Something? You know,
Maybe.
something.
There was bombs in the last one we didn't need.
Yeah, they were used to like kill stuff though.
Mm.
Okay, why don't you give the key to Olaf? Because then you can drift down. Because you gotta get like you gotta float up and hit this thing. Oh wait, he can't go either way, can he? I think he might be stuck.
I gotta get another block, I think.
I think there should be.
Is there another block?
There has to be, because there's another hole.
Alright, well, try it. That was also the hole the key was in, though.
Yeah, but there's no way for him to get across. Otherwise.
Maybe you weren't supposed to put him here.
Maybe you can shoot the fuck up. I'm kidding, but
Yeah.
please don't take that
Yeah.
poorly.
If
Isaac, I love you.
I love you too.
Fuck.
That's what I said. You gotta get the key right in there. You gotta like spam that key button on the way up.
oh.
Consider it spammed.
Yeah. I don't see a block up here.
Jump across.
Yeah, no, there's a switch you gotta hit with,
There's so
sword,
much to this level.
but I think you weren't supposed to put him there.
Well, we'll find out.
I saw that happen. I saw that coming.
Yeah, I did too. Jeez, Isaac. Calm down.
Oh gosh. How much longer do we have?
About 7 minutes.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Pheonix is hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hangry.
We can eat after dash.
I mean, all I've eaten today is a tomato.
Ugh, oh my
I gotta
god.
inflate there.
Oh.
Like.
Then again.
Yeah, there's no block for you to push.
Well, we'll see.
How would you get it this far back?
There might be a different path that we haven't seen yet.
I'm really worried about this over here. I'm gonna die no matter what, so you know what? Like, this is bullshit levels of platforming. Spring.
Go. Go.
Bullshit levels of platforming.
I think you gotta get all 3 of them over that too.
Yeah.
What are you giving this to me for?
You can try.
Back to
You
you.
can try. There you go.
So good at puzzle games, solve this one. It's just like, fuck you both. I'm not even gonna attempt to play this game. I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be a spectator. It's more fun that way.
I got fairly good, like fairly far.
Yeah, man. Hey, we at least completed 1 level,
We did.
so that's a plus.
Yeah.
It's more than we usually get nowadays.
But I wonder how long this particular world is.
I imagine this will be like...
This will gotta be like the last one. If not, it's second last.
What the fuck?
It was too low.
That bubble was like, no, you die now. See ya.
I'm a bitch bubble.
All I can think of when I see those bubbles is Glenda the Good Witch. I keep thinking, how good is she? Her bubbles just murder people.
How good are you really, Glenda?
That gets me thinking about conversations I've had with Kane before.
I think
About
the freezing.
Glenda the Good Witch?
Kind of, yeah,
I
actually.
think my freezing has finally come out.
Good.
Whew.
Kind of. It's about Oz the Great and Powerful movie.
Yeah.
And my distaste for special effects these days.
Ah.
Because I'm really annoyed by it. And that was a
Because, like,
reason...
nobody uses practical effects
Well,
anymore.
no, not just that. Just the fact that they look so freaking fake.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be in this age where you can make things look 5 million times more realistic. Case in point, when this one guy on young Leia in the new Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They made her look fantastic.
From most angles.
Well, she was only in one frame, but she looked. I actually didn't know right off the bat that it was CGI, and I was like, oh wait a minute, yeah, because Carrie Fisher is older now.
And now dead.
Huh. Well, yes, of course. But
yes.
there's
of course.
another guy in that movie that's been dead for years.
Yeah.
And they had to animate him in too, and they did a really, really, really good job.
Though it did
Now,
bring up a lot of controversy.
True, but my issue with Oz the Great and Powerful is there's a scene where he picks up, I'm going to borrow your Coke bottle for a moment.
Yeah.
He picks up, the China doll's like this tall, right? And he picks her up, and he moves her to essentially who ends up becoming the Good Witch, Glenda the Good Witch. And, you can just tell there's nothing in his hand. You can tell he's not holding anything. You can tell he's just picking up air. And they've animated the doll in afterwards. But I'm like, why would you not put a, green screened out
A stand-in.
doll so that it looks like there's some weight in his hand when he's picking her up? That way you can animate the weight in there instead of it looking so fake. And I harken back, when me and him just have this discussion, I harken back into Jurassic Park, where yes, they did use robotics, but a lot of what they did as well was also CGI.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks phenomenal still to this day.
Oh, the thing about...
Draco looks amazing still to this day, and he's nothing but a giant fucking dragon. And he looks good.
The thing about Jurassic Park is Jurassic Park used robotics, CGI, and people in suits.
That's true.
So it's a combination of the three.
But they didn't for Drago.
I can't say for... Because I haven't seen Dragonheart.
You haven't seen... We can't be
No,
friends.
no, I've seen it once when I was I don't know,
We can't be friends.
10.
We can't be friends.
I've
There's
seen,
4 of them now.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my. No. I was actually gonna say that just on the terms of really shitty CG. I saw on Netflix they have the 2017.
Yeah, that's
Dragonheart movie.
the 4th one.
And I was looking at it, and I'm like, because I unfortunately have the opposite opinion of you. As much as I agree that for the time Drago was very good,
Yeah.
now he's very dated.
I guess so.
And the new movie, looking at it, it looks no better.
Well, yeah, because it's the same thing with the animation for the first Balto looked fantastic, and the second and third one are terrible. Because they just slapped the name Balto on it, and they think people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
Whereas they slapped Dragonheart on it, put a fucking dragon in there, and there you go. Oh, people are going to buy it. It's Dragonheart.
The thing is, I find is...
I wasn't finished my point, though.
Oh, sorry.
Isaac.
Sorry.
No,
You were bringing up Dragonheart, and the minute you started
because-
talking about CG, that was the first thing I was gonna bring up.
Well, you shouldn't. Well, I'm busy talking about my point until I'm doing everything.
Okay.
But when it comes to, take Drago, and take Oz the Great and Powerful when he's picking up that China doll. And essentially, Drago looks better than she does.
Yes.
Hell, even the Hulk movie they had, that's just Hulk, they actually had a post for how tall he'd be with his face on the very top of it.
Yeah.
So the actress would know where to look. So it actually looked like they were having a conversation. That's fantastic. I mean, obviously the Hulk is CGI. You know that. But at least there's stuff like that they're doing. I know that Smog is CG. I know that.
I didn't go high
But
enough.
they had Benedict Cumberbatch crawl around on all fours in a fucking suit, saying his lines so they can animate Smog over his body, and it looks fluidly real. I mean,
Yeah.
clearly he's a dragon, so you kind of have to, like, these dragons don't look that real. But it just bothers me that it just seems like with all this new technology, they're getting lazier. And, like, another example, though, like, for people who know how to use it, is for Zootopia, they made a fucking thing where every animal has a different fur pattern specifically for that movie, and they look real even though they have big cartoony eyes.
I just want to make a small point that you're saying, why does it look so fake?
Yeah. I mean, like,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Part of the thing is especially when you say they're getting lazy.
That's what it seems like.
What it is, for the most part, is actually costs. Because these studios that make CGI, it's a huge gamble for them to go and put their best work into movies or whatever, because there's no guarantee on return. Like, remember the movie Life of Pi?
Yeah.
Where had the guy with the tiger?
Yeah.
There was some really good CGI in there.
Mm-hmm.
The studio that made it is now bankrupt. They are no more, because that movie bankrupted them. Because they put out all this stuff and all the money into it. So what it is the studios are being cautious.
I get that. I understand that entirely. Mm-hmm. But when it brings down the quality of your fucking movie, then there's an issue. If you want your movie to look good, you can still make it look good and not look fake and keep the cost down. I feel like there should be a happy medium. I understand certain things in movies have to be animated. I get that. I'm not against that. But I don't like looking at what's blatantly fake. It doesn't get, if I know it's obviously fake, I can't really get into the story and identify with that character because I know that character doesn't exist. Whereas back in the day, Drago to me looked so freaking real that, like, holy crap, dragons might exist back in the day because look at how real he is. What was in his mouth?
I don't disagree with you. I do believe that nowadays there needs to be more integration with practical effects and CG, like Draco, like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs.
I don't actually know if they even used any robotics for Draco.
I think they did.
I know there were at least a couple of set pieces.
There was models at least.
The mouth bit was a set piece.
Well, yeah, I figured that one, but I mean, when it hit for like I said, when a good example is like they don't like when he interacts with the environment, it actually moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hits the water, splash. It looks like he's hit the water. He freaking runs through the field, the grass moves like he's hitting the field.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of that small thing anymore, and that bothers me.
The major part of it isn't so much bad CG, it's a mixture of two things. One is that actors aren't... A lot of the actors that we have are 30, 40 years old, minimum. A lot of them are getting a lot higher than that nowadays, and they don't have that kind of formal training of speaking consistently to something that's not there, to a CGI character. And movies are just basically replacing everything with CGI. There needs to be a mix of practical so that the actors we have know how to communicate with it, and so that it feels a little bit more real, because something's actually there. Because you're right, just to the Oz bit, if he had a doll that they animated after the fact,
it would look like he's actually picking up stuff instead of just holding nothing.
Yeah.
Because when he gives the doll to Glinda, she like crawls up and she like is hugging Glinda's neck, and you can tell she looks so fucking fake compared to Glinda. I'm like, I get she's a China doll, but really, it just looks so fake.
Yeah, and if you look at older movies, I want to finish this up because we're actually 5 minutes over at this point.
Well, no, we can stop and we can continue this conversation like outside of this thing.
Finishing that thought up for people who only watch this series, which is like nobody.
Who watches this series?
Nah, kidding. Finishing that thought up is that practical effects made do with what they had. Movies like King Kong, I haven't watched it myself, but I've seen.
The newest one?
No, the original one. The one that was black and white and like mostly stop motion.
Yeah.
A lot of the effects that they have there took a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it was very limited. There was one scene that they show where essentially what he did was he covered the amount of film that was going to be where Kong was having, and then recorded this like arch and the stuff happening in front first, and then recorded the stuff afterwards that he would. And that was a brilliant technique to get around what limitations they had. Where now we're in a point where CG can, in most directors and filmmakers' eyes, do anything.
Yeah.
So they're not working around any problems. In Jurassic Park, it was so good because it was used to fill. There was the big Triceratops, was an actual big animatronic prop.
So was the Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, the Tyrannosaurus was
Some of it.
Well, no, they actually had like the
No,
full
they
scale
did,
model
but
one,
only
and it
some
kept
of it in the movie was robotic.
and it kept ruining it in the rain.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah,
but
but the CGI is used to enhance what was actually there,
Yeah.
instead of simply take over and just be like.
But that's what I mean by like looks. That's what I mean by looks fake.
Yeah.
Case in point, for the Thing, they had actual. I don't even know what the Thing is. It's like this alien entity that if it ingests organic material, it becomes that organic. It can shapeshift into that organic material.
Yeah.
And it's just a big, like, massive, like, body part things. So,
fuck.
in the newest movie, which is not that new anymore, it's like the origin of how the Thing happened. They had actual like prosthetics made and actual things made.
Fuck. Ow.
Actual things made for it. Like there's a part where they're going into this guy's guts and the Thing, and it's actually the Thing. So like teeth pop out and snap his arm off. They actually made that, but none of it was used in the movie because they said no.
Yeah.
So they have actual practical things that would have made it look so much better, but the movie said, no, we're going to go all CGI, and you can tell it's fake. Like, why would you... It just bothers me
Just
that...
like run through him and go hit him from the back.
I can't. He swings too fast because he swings at our swing pace. I couldn't run through him. And that's something else. There's way more to this level. Alright.
Yep.
Anyway.
Alright,
See you later, everyone.
we'll try again.
Yeah.
Bye.